What's up, y'all? It's your boy Don Juan here, or you call me Miles if you know me, man. We are back with another episode of Uncalled for. Man, we are on episode 12, I believe, gentlemen. Episode 12. How we feeling? How we feeling?
Feeling great, man.
On a good run.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
12
Another
down,
vic-
many more to go.
another victory Tuesday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ah,
What
you
you
know
know
what?
about it? What you know
Hey,
about it?
the feeling is amazing. Everybody rocked their jerseys week one. I didn't get to rock mine. But you know what? They
You
say they
should
say
have.
they say the best for last, y'all. They say the best for last. So I had to throw this. I had to get it out the closet. You feel me? Just throw
Best
it
for
on
last.
like the
What you
dust
talking
off
about?
it. Huh? Huh? Huh?
Huh?
Nah, you know what? We ain't even gonna entertain that right now. You know what I mean? It was a good weekend for for the AFC East fans up in Foxborough. But man, you know what? We're gonna kick this pod off with a little icebreaker, man. As we get into it. So as I pose to you four gentlemen, uh, what is something you didn't appreciate growing up, but now you can't live without?
Leftovers.
Summer.
I did not appreciate no damn leftovers growing up. Always wanted a fresh hot meal, and now being, once I got to college, post post undergrad career, man, I really embraced leftovers. I was like, man, I'm not trying to cook every night. I'm not trying to eat out every night. Like, I need me some leftovers. So that is something I definitely love and embrace once I became a adult.
Mm, I agree. I miss mom's cooking. And just having that shit in the fridge to go to, you know what I mean? I feel that. What y'all got, man?
I'm trying to think on that a little more.
I
Hold
don't
on.
know. It's hard. I mean, I kind of think because I always lived close to where I went to school. So like you translate that to adulthood. Adulthood. I commute an hour to work now, so I miss that shit. Like just being hella close to school. I don't know.
What city you commute to?
Sacramento.
Ooh,
Damn,
Ooh.
that's a drive.
And it's the worst traffic. It's
Could
it's horrible.
understand.
is it worse going out or going into Sacramento?
Going out. The mornings ain't too bad, but coming home is awful.
Mm.
Awful.
Well,
Especially
probably
now.
when you hit Davis, huh?
Nah, it's really like trying to leave Sacramento. Just everywhere. It's so congested. There's construction, but there ain't no construction workers. Uh, man, I don't know what's going on.
They get all their stuff done at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right. Man, I'd say for myself, bro, it'd be summer vacation, man. After when you an adult, bro, ain't no summer break. You locked in 12 months out the year. So seeing all the kids get their break, you know what I'm saying, get to relax and just kick back and do whatever they want to do, man. I kind of miss that. But I wish work had like a little summer break. You know what I mean? Like just take those 2 months, you feel me, and just enjoy yourself.
Better
That'd
use
be
that
nice to have.
PTO.
hmm
Boy.
Hey, bro, I'm building up right now. Hey, it's accumulating fast, but it goes faster, brother. So
Oh, me.
I'm trying to save it.
Shit. I ain't gonna lie. It's a real need, but like obviously growing up, there, I didn't know until I got my first apartment that every house didn't come with a washer and dryer. Uh, and so when I moved into my first crib, bro, I was open up the laundromat room. I'm like, where that though? Like, you know what I'm saying? like how I was supposed to operate with this. Even this house we got today, we walked in, it had no washer and dryer, bro. And they're not expensive, but they're not cheap either. So take it. I ain't gonna say I didn't appreciate it, but it was just one of those things, bro. Like you not everybody grow up in a house with a washer and dryer. You know what I'm saying? So having that, um, not having that initially, dog, I was like, oh yeah, like I can't just be going to the laundromat every other weekend, bro, to wash my shit. So I'd have to say that,
Had to save up on
And
them
them
quarters,
laundromats.
boy.
man, bro,
Me,
because Lord knows, bro, I do not get quarters at all, bro.
they be taxing there too, boy. It be
Even
like
better
five
got
dollars a
cash.
wash. Oh God,
How often do y'all have cash on you?
Never.
never.
Mainly because I lose my wallet a lot, though. Or I don't lose it, but I misplace it. And like there be instances where my shit just fall out my pocket and I don't even know. I got loose pockets. So for that reason, I don't keep cash on me.
Yeah.
And
I
if
don't
I
know
do, it's
why.
going quick.
I always keep $40 on me. I don't know why. Just in case. I don't know.
That's good, Dad.
Yeah.
And
I
yeah,
go ahead.
go ahead. No, I was just gonna say that used to be enough for a haircut, but not anymore.
Nah, hell no. Hell no,
I
bruh. That's a whole
I
nother conversation right there. My God.
yeah.
Hey,
I
barbers,
I
what's
have
up, man?
I haven't
$60,
I haven't
man, for a cut, man, straight.
Since we
what we
here, man, how
doing,
much y'all
bro?
paying for a haircut, bro? Since we here, how much y'all paying for a haircut? For
I
real?
pay 45.
Bro,
Oh,
when I
okay,
when I
that's
when
good.
I met this dude, bro, it started at 25, dog. I met him 2020. We have now got up to $60, but like he says, I'm grandfathered in, so he really taxing 75, 80 for like new clients. But I'm supposed to feel special at 60, but it's just like, damn, bro. Like, I get my shit every 2 weeks, so that's $120 every month. So, man, that $60 is crazy to me, but here we are, dog. And
I pay
I think,
Corey
eh,
45.
dang, you skimping, brother?
Huh?
Hey, bro, I be giving him 50. I be giving him like 55. 50, like I've been giving him
you be
regularly
you
55.
you you be tipping.
Good for you,
I
bro.
think it's low key tip at this point because sometimes I used to just give him 60, like thinking like okay, the cut was 5-0,
Hold,
but
do you think? Hold on, bro, because I had this conversation before, bro. Like, do you think it's necessary to tip your barber? Like especially if like there's a high price. Like me personally, like I don't see a need to tip him because it's like when you tip someone, it's like thank you for like doing like such a good service or man, you got me right, like or whatever. But it's just like, why do I have to feel like you got me right this time to where I need to tip? Like I should feel like I need to tip you every time if that's the case. If you're gonna get me right, like don't you know what I'm saying? Like how do y'all tip y'all barbers, bro? Because I can't.
Yeah. I do. Um
Ah,
two
my
sides
bad,
two
Maddie.
sides of that. Um First off, like I tip my barber because the barbershop always take like a percentage. And for me, I always tip $5. It's not like I'm tipping like 20, 10, or anything. So the I say $45, but the fee is actually $40. So I always give him a $5 tip. Second, I tip because I want a fresh haircut. So I feel like if you know, like I tipped the first time, and I feel like if you know I'm gonna tip you, you always gonna put your best foot forward. So that's why I had barbers before, and some I tipped, some I didn't, but I always seen a change whenever I did tip my barber. So it was always
That's not
consistent.
that's not crazy to you though, bro. Like you feel like you got a tip to get the best cut.
I mean, that's business. That's every like somebody that pays you more, you're always gonna put your best effort up
Mm,
front. You know,
I
it's
I feel
just
like that.
Aaron saying that remind me of that one time,
Uh,
That's
but
not the
that's
man we was
another
ah,
story.
talking
bro.
about tipping to right there.
Ah,
But I
man.
will say, I feel like if your barber, you know what I'm saying, if you last minute with your haircut, like, oh, like, a day before, and he squeezed you in, and he got like a lot of clientele, like, I feel like that deserves a tip. Or like, they bring out I think it's like what, the close shaver or something like that to get kind of close to the face. Or they, they just do a little bit above and beyond. I feel like that definitely warrants a tip.
yeah,
Or just consistency, you feel me? So, you got to show love where, love is due. Got to
yeah.
take care of your people if they taking care of you. You know what I mean?
I thought
That's
I
how I feel
was
about
tipping until Miles said how much he pays him. Uh,
Oh
so I'm gonna
no.
just I'm gonna just keep it to myself. Uh,
that. Better hope you're not watching, boy.
It's all right. Just if he probably not watching, but we'll make sure to clip it and post it just in
We got
case he
a we
is.
got a we got a strange comment here. Philly Mike OG just said Drake May is now a Bengal. Just posted on X. Drake May or Jordan Love? Huh?
what you say, Philly Mike?
He
well,
he
Philly
following
Mike.
CTSPN,
Oh
Right.
God,
Right?
Hey
you on
man,
that
if
Looney
Adam
Juice
ain't say
today,
it,
boy?
boy.
but I'm taking Jordan Love every time.
Oh, easy.
Oh yeah, if that was the question, then there is no question for sure.
But Packers are known for developing quarterbacks. So if you put Drake May in that same environment, I feel like Drake May would be better than Jordan Love. TBA.
Of course you do, because Drake May is a Patriot. But Jordan Love is the answer.
If we're talking about right now, all right, that's fair.
What else would you talk about?
5 years from now, it's still gonna be the same answer.
We're gonna talk
Bro,
about the
what
future.
is Jordan Love? What has Jordan Love done for y'all? Like
Y'all.
in these like, what is
He
Jordan
ain't
Love?
did shit for
He
me.
led his team to the playoffs. That's
That was a good Packers.
And they're
team,
2-0.
That's fair.
They look like
That's
the best
because of the
team in the
defense.
NFC, arguably.
Oh God! All right, here we go.
Oh,
sorry. Let's flip it. What? Plead for Drake May.
I think Drake May hasn't had the weapons he needs to be great.
No. Plead for him why
Okay.
he's better. We're not talking about ifs.
I think he's shown more. I think he's shown more playmaking prowess. I think he has a better deep ball arm. I think he is
That's
more
cap.
twitchy than Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love just got to develop in a wonderful environment. I think that's all it is. It's just the soil you grow up out of, man. I think the Patriots did not have good soil for Drake May, but he making sugar out of shit right now, bro. To be
Is he?
honest, I mean, he's
He's
starting
doing
to.
that. Okay.
This roster ain't as great as I want it to be, but I mean he's making it something. He's making it something.
And Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Wicks,
Those
Matthew
are all great
Golden.
receivers.
huh?
Great.
Oh no,
What?
okay. For that team, okay, I misspoke. I wouldn't say
They don't
great.
even know who's
Those are
receiver
good
one on that
receivers, though.
team.
They
Them-
had the
them-
most
them
drops
guys could
in
be
the
receiver
NFL
ones.
last season,
It's all right. They can bounce back.
but they're
That's
great
fair.
receivers.
I misspoke, but they are definitely viable receivers.
Drake May
Why?
does not. Drake May does not have a better deep ball than Jordan Love, bro. We need to stop with that foolery right now. It's not even a question, bro. Jordan Love
don't know.
might easily be like top 5 in terms of just downfield accuracy. Like he puts it on the money every time.
I don't even know
If
if
that-
I've seen
I
Drake
think-
May throw it.
That's really his
If
strength.
we had Christian Watkins on our team, bro, hell yeah, you think we would definitely throw that ball deep more? Shoot. McDaniels need to dial up them deep balls. I mean, I've seen a glimpse, but I think Drake can really sling
Don't
that.
y'all got Pop Douglas?
Wow,
Pop.
come on.
Wait, Johnny, who's
Nice,
the best
yeah.
receiver in the league?
K-Shot Booty.
He be making them deep ball catches though. Actually,
Hey,
he had one catch
he's
one
been
time.
he's been on it. I'll give him that. He's been on it. He's
It's got
Well,
a
he
long
got 2
way to go to
touchdowns?
Be the GOAT.
He got 2 touchdowns on the season so far. He had 1 catch last game for that tub. But he been doing his thing.
impressive.
Been doing his thing.
Shoot, since we're on it, man, what else has been going on that caught your eye? Whether it was on Saturday or Sunday, y'all know how I felt about Saturday with Tennessee. For those that do not know, I worked at Tennessee for a little bit. I thought Tennessee had that game in the bag. My boy Max, he shanked it a little bit. I love him. I hope the best. I think he'll be recovering from it well, but man, that was a big opportunity that they didn't maximize on for sure.
Honestly, man, I thought y'all had the game in the bag. I looked, and Georgia was down by like 8 or 11. It was between 8 or 11, and it was like kind of, I want to say the 4th. And I just was like, all right, I turned it off. I started watching the A&M and Notre Dame game, and I looked back up, bro, and I'm like, damn, y'all lost that. That's tough, man.
It was 21-7.
What happened? Like,
Yeah, it was 21-7 in the first half. Tennessee started off hot, and then Georgia just does what they do. Like they just, they don't waste any downs. They was running the ball. They came out the second half just straight running the ball. I believe it was tied up going into the second half, or maybe Georgia was trailing by a little bit, but they just started running the ball. I think they had like a 12-play drive, and 11 of those plays was rushing the football, and they just put their exploit their dominance on Tennessee. Tennessee bounced back. They actually took the lead. It was like 30. They was up by 5, right? And Georgia, they got a strip sack on Georgia and recovered the fumble. And that's where It was like a little bit under 6, and Tennessee like was playing conservative. They was like, we're just gonna run the ball 3 times on Georgia. It's hard to get 10 yards off of 3 plays on Georgia. They was very conservative, and they just didn't. They wasn't aggressive enough, right? So they settled for a field goal, which put them up 8. Then Georgia scored, went up, and got the convert the 2 point, and then from there, won in OT.
Long story short, they just choked, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
That was a choke job if I ever seen one.
I thought that strip sack was gonna seal it. I thought it was gonna tie the knot and like give Georgia like all the momentum just goes to Tennessee and just Tennessee just runs out the clock, but that wasn't the case.
Yeah. For me, man, I got to go to Sunday. A couple weeks ago, we did the NFC West breakdown or whatever, and I was talking about my squad. I said how many games we've lost on the defensive end due to not being able to get stops at the end of the game. And for 2 weeks now, the 49ers have won the game on the defensive side of the ball. I tried to tell y'all about Bryce Huff. You, Miles, and Scoop, who's not here. I told y'all he was going to be a problem, and he made me feel good about what I said. He had a strip sack to end the game. Michael Williams is coming into his own. He missed all of the preseason last year or this year, most of training camp. Each game you can see he gets better. Had 2 tackles for loss. We got our other rookie, Upton Scout, in the slot. He had a sack yesterday or on Sunday. And D Winters, I told y'all the reason why I feel all right about Dre Greenlaw leaving is because we have another dog up and coming. And D Winters, through 2 weeks right now, has looked like the second best linebacker in football, right behind Fred Warner, bro. That duo right there, it has potential to be better than what Dre and Fred were. Obviously, things can happen in this season, but the first 2 weeks have looked incredible. Not going to put a lot of stock into this Saints win because it's the Saints. They'll be fighting for the number 1 pick, obviously, in this upcoming draft. But they did their thing, and I liked what I seen from Mac. I know Anthony had some confidence in him more than I did, but he got the job. He got the job done. No turnovers. I know he had that strip sack fumble, but that was just an odd play because the person that caused the sack was on the ground, and you just can't calculate or you can't account for that. But other than that, man, Mac looked amazing. And if we need to lean on him this week against the Cardinals, I think he'll do the same thing. But I'm really liking what I see from my team, really just on the defensive side of the ball. You can see the juice Robert Saleh has brought back to our team. Games we would have lost last year, it looks like we're about to win this year, or we're on pace to win this year. So I feel really good about my squad right now.
And granted, just to add a little bit, no Purdy, no Kittle, no no use check who's fullback, whatever you want to say about him, whatever. And it was just a couple of guys on the line got hurt. So like you could just see the mentality of the team when facing adversity, and closing the game. So just going to emphasize that piece.
It's different this year, man. With the easy schedule too, can't ask for too much, man. Just win the games you're supposed to win, and yeah, lean on that defense because defense wins championships. We're gonna need them in January. So, great start from my team, man. Great fucking start.
Shout out to Mac Jones, Patriot legend right there. Kyle
You got
Shanahan
his
got his
jersey
guy,
on?
man. So Brock Purdy, nah, no, sir, no, sir. But you know what? Y'all should invest in that jersey because that's gonna be your new franchise quarterback moving forward. Brock keep getting
Heard
these
you.
little miscellaneous injuries. So,
Heard
yeah,
you.
man.
Hey, like I
Well,
said, it's the best. It's the best thing for when your QB gets hurt. Mac Jones is a top 3 backup. I think after Sunday, I don't know if there's any backup QB better than Mac Jones.
nah.
I love this Mac Jones praise, man. I wish he had this when he was in the Patriots, but I see how
No,
things
he wasn't a
change.
good. He wasn't in a good system. And some Patriots fans was hyping him too much, right? They was calling him a top 5 QB like they was doing Drake May. So you had to pump the brakes.
I mean, he was a Pro Bowl quarterback as a
That
rookie.
man was a
Same with Drake
substitute,
May.
bro. They had
Same
like
with
three
Drake May.
dudes say
Interesting.
they had 3 dudes say no to the Pro Bowl, and they're like, Mac, you want to do it? He's like, I guess. Like, what are you gonna say? No.
I mean, he did make the Pro Bowl. I mean, I guess they
He
just
did.
give that out to any NFL player, right?
His gritty
When
was
you
better
when,
than the rest of his Patriots career.
All right, now let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Johnny, man, what your highlight for
I've
the
been
week,
holding
man?
this in. I don't think anybody is on a high horse as much as I am right now because we all had our CFP sleepers before the season. And I picked my Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, and they look phenomenal. They're 3-0. They just beat Clemson, upset them. Haynes King is looking really good. He's got 350 passing yards, and he has 250 rushing yards. He's a true dual threat right now. Um,
He sound like
they,
Lamar.
hold on. um,
Not
they're
so
playing
fast.
really good. They look phenomenal, man. And the rest of their schedule up until their final regular season game is very favorable. They're going to be favorites in every single game they play until they play Georgia. Um, I mean, I feel like the college football playoff is right there for them for the taking. I think they're going to be in the ACC championship game. I think they're going to win it. It's probably going to be them in Florida State. That'll be a great game. But it's looking good, man. They look really good. Haynes King, we played them 2 years ago. They've changed the entire offense to fit his skill set. It is a quarterback run RPO system, and they do a bunch of formations and motions and shifts and pull guards and pull tackles, and it's really fun to watch. It is really fun to watch. And he's a dog, man. If you watch that game, the way he runs the football, like he is running linebackers over safeties. He's running it in between the tackles. He's not like like the typical read option quarterback who's pulling it and running up the sideline. Like this dude is running downhill like he is a running back. And they're really like utilizing his skill set. And they're 3-0 right now. They're finally ranked. Um, and things look great for Georgia Tech right now.
Yeah. I think my sleeper team is
Mm.
Texas Tech. They got a big one in Utah. We'll see how that goes. I know a couple of other people. We won't mention the team, but those sleepers is kind of been slept.
South
oh
Carolina's got a
yeah,
big
Is
one.
Lenore's hurt? Lenore's hurt though, ain't he?
yeah. I think
He,
he
I think
got a concussion,
Oh, is he out?
if I'm not mistaken.
Let me change my pick. Hold on.
I don't know if he got ruled out, but I think that's why he left last game.
Yeah, I seen something like an ESPN ticker that he was out, so I'm like, dang,
yeah.
that kind of sucks. But I would say, for myself, man, college football was an interesting weekend, man. It's not really the thing that excited me the most, but I will just give a credit or a shout out where shout out is due. Shout out to that LSU team, man. They made DJ Lagway look very underpromising, kind of mediocre. That defense is looking elite, and I remember I had said that they were questionable initially coming into this season. So to have 5 takeaways on an offense like Florida's, that's pretty impressive. Also, too, I like that Texas A&M game. I don't know their quarterback's name, but hey,
Marcel
he one of
Reed.
them ones. Marcel
Marcel
Reed, yeah,
Reed.
he's
Yeah,
one of
he's a
them
dog.
ones. I love that. That game was one of the best games I watched Saturday night. It was actually the closer before the fight came on for me. So just to see him walk the field down on Notre Dame like that, and then place a perfect dime to the tight end, that was good ball. That was good ball.
I actually wasn't tuned into that game because I didn't really see like I didn't think a Notre Dame versus Texas A&M would be interesting. To be honest, that matchup. But it's interesting, man. Who do you brought up? You brought up the quarterbacks. Man, it's interesting every week, man. Like the top quarterbacks that they've been hyping up all off season are having underwhelming seasons, right? You got Arch Manning. That was go against Utah. This is supposed to be a stat game for you, right? So obviously Ohio State we could understand. Okay, big team defending national champs. You can defend the national champs. Okay, you struggle with that, we'll give you a pass. But these last 2 games, he's been struggling. You talk about even Nico. Like Nico wasn't hyped up this year because all the transfer stuff. But like their UCLA's head coach just got fired. Like he was such a QB prospect from last year, and like he helped lead Tennessee to their first CFB berth. So it's crazy how he transitions into a spot where, man, I just went to a CFP, now to the dumpster, like 0-3. So it's very similar.
That's his fault though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I was
His daddy's
trying
fault.
like you're just kind of. I think Johnny, you mentioned it in one of our summer episodes. It's just like the entitlement that comes with it. I'm not saying Nico's entitled, but somebody in this team was right being entitled to. Oh, like I brought you here, I I deserve this amount of money, and now you're getting less money. You're playing on a team that is not competing with anybody, and then like you just your draft stock is all the way down. So I just wish he would have stuck it out at Tennessee. I don't know if there was a dynamic within him and the team or whatnot, but it's just crazy how his season or his career kind of derailed. It reminded me a little bit about DJU with his departure with Clemson. It's a little bit different, but like both of them kind of made them ways out of there, and then it was like, man, you kind of didn't hear about them.
Who would y'all say is the best quarterback in college football right now? Like performance wise this season?
I would say Oklahoma's quarterback. He played pretty well against Michigan. I think he's been doing well, right? Yeah, I would say Oklahoma's quarterback.
Couldn't even
That's
tell you,
tough.
brother. I'm not that tap. Like I watch the college football games, but I couldn't tell you what quarterback is like eating right now.
I think it's at a like quarterback play is like at an all time low right now.
Hmm.
It's strange.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm seeing
and
more
I mean,
defenses pop off in college right now, and like more running backs and stuff like that, than like standout quarterback play. To be honest,
yeah. I think it's you have to go off of the games now. Like you can't even go off of the all the games they played. It's like which quarterback had a good game, right? Like Nussmeier against Clemson, he had a good game. Joey Aguilar from Tennessee, he had a good game versus Syracuse. I mean, he even had a good game versus Georgia. I'm not even gonna lie to you, like he was fearless. I didn't even know how he was gonna play against them, but he had a good game. Like I think you gotta start basing it off of like game by game basis now because, like you
yeah.
said, like quarterback play is at an all time. Like even in the league, like even in the NFL, I feel like outside of like the top three guys, like quarterback play is at an all time low.
I know I would just hate to have a top pick this year needing a quarterback going into the draft because we talked about it before, bro. If I have to draft or if I'm in a position to draft a quarterback, I need a quarterback, and like my options are Lenore Sellers and Arch Manning. Like I might just go a different direction, dog. Like I don't. They're not the generational talents that people keep putting these tags on them. Like I don't see that. Like because it's disrespectful to the generational talents that we've actually seen in the college ranks. Like to put that label on those guys, and I think that they're just thirsty to find the next guy at quarterback. And I think we need to be looking at other positions because there's generational talents at other fucking positions in the college football right now that's probably not getting as talked about right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, I will say this, like Carson Beck, he's kind of making a return. Maybe not as a top QB, but he's been playing well, right? They beat USF. Yes, it's USF, but USF just beat Boise State and they beat Florida, who was both ranked. Tommy Castellanos, like he's been looking really good. Obviously, he looked very good versus Bama, and honestly, Ty Simpson from Bama, he's been looking good as well. Like after that Florida State game, they played Wisconsin and they had like another stat game, but like he's kind of bounced back from that Florida State. So I think he plays Georgia next. So we'll see.
It's so hard to tell. But I will say, two more weekends from now is on. Georgia, Bama, LSU plays Ole Miss, Penn State plays Oregon. It's going down in a couple weekends.
Oh,
uh,
Dante Moore
since
too.
Since
boy.
we on quarterback play right now, let me jump up a level above us. Uh, I know we all in our group chat. Nah, I want to say early this year, maybe sometime last year, we did a ranking of quarterbacks, and
Uh-oh.
nobody had Justin Herbert in a top 10. And
But me.
I know it's only 2 games. I know it's only 2 games right now. But even when you date back to last season, where do y'all think he's fighting up those rankings? Like not even just top 10, but like almost knocking on the door of top 5 quarterbacks right now,
Yes.
bro. Because he right
Yes.
now under Harbaugh is looking like that guy. Just
Yes.
saying.
Yes.
I like what I see from Harbaugh right now.
Justin
He's
Herbert
in
been
that
elite,
he's in
bro.
that
That team
MVP
was just
level,
horrible.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah. That
That's the
line was
case I
not
was trying
good,
to
but
that's the case I was trying to make for Herbo because I was shitting on my dog, and rightfully so. The playoff performance where he threw 4 picks, but like I don't know, I don't feel good about ranking quarterbacks solely off playoff performances because like yes, it's a big moment in their career, but it's not the only moment. Like we still have a whole sample size of a season to kind of base that off of, and especially in the AFC when that shit really only run through one person or one team. It's just I don't know. I yes, you can factor in playoffs, but I'm not gonna knock that and not put him top 10. But I think he deserves to be in that top 10, and he's knocking on that door at top 5. Who he takes out of that top 5, I don't know. Maybe Joe, but it's looking scary for people that got to play against the Chargers right now because they knocking on both cylinders on offense and defense for sure.
I'm not
He's
gonna
up
lie
there right
to you.
now.
I'm not gonna lie to you at this. I mean, just off a week, 2 weeks of power ranking, MVP power rankings, however you do it, I'll put him number one. Like, there's nobody
Got
that's
to.
playing. There's nobody that's playing better than him. I think against the
There's
Chiefs,
one. There's one. There's one. It's
who?
number 8 out of Baltimore, bro.
Nah, he's not playing
He
better. Not out of
he's
the first
not.
2 weeks. Not out of the first two. The first 2 weeks, you take down the Chiefs, right? You take down a team that is solely been taking over your division. Nobody's really giving you a chance. You don't even get a true home game, right? You have to sacrifice one of your home games in Brazil. And he looked very impressive. Like even when the Chiefs was coming back, and you're like, oh, the Chargers about to choke, just like the same old Chargers. Like he put their foot on their necks. Now, against the Raiders, they only put up what 20 points, but he didn't look bad at all. Like he looked good. Like he was slicing up the defense whenever he made right decisions. Whenever Max Crosby was like trying to sack him and stuff like that, like he just wasn't phased, right? So Lamar, once again, like Lamar is great. He's always going to be great. But I think if you were to put number one for MVP, it would be Herbert, just because like Lamar's expected to be number one. Like Herbert's playing like number one and not expected to be number
Yeah.
it's definitely a
Because
breakout
of that.
performance from him, for sure.
Yeah.
I think adding Lad McConkey. I mean, I mean, he's got guys playing above their level. You know what I'm saying? Quentin Johnston's actually like a decent, viable player now, which I would not. And it's only about to be week 3. I might be speaking too soon, but the fact he has that guy catching touchdown passes at that's pretty special, bro. And it's like the fact Rashawn was it Slater's out, but he still has Joe Alt. So the fact their offensive line isn't at 100% strength, it lets me know that hey, Herb ain't messing around with dudes. He got his number one receiver. He got a guy that he's starting to build trust in Johnson again, and his line he has confidence in him. So he's starting to get his swagger, and he got a coach that actually knows what it's like to get to that next level, which is win championships or be in championships. So I think that it's just all about that chemistry and the mix, and the mix is there for him. So I think Herb is
Hey,
definitely one. He could
getting
be one, bro.
getting Keenan Allen back was huge for him because he
Man.
has
Yeah.
it's that trust factor that he built. I think what he had him for like 3, 4 straight seasons. His first 4 seasons goes off to Chicago, comes back, and he came back like they never left. And so, yeah, McConkey might be receiver one on paper or Quentin Johnson, but when in doubt, like those crucial third down possessions, he's looking at 13 or looking for 13 every single time, and it's worked out so far. So I think getting Keenan Allen back was huge for Justin and that offense.
They look great. They look so good. I hate to say it. And honestly, like they don't even run the ball that much. Like they really rely on Justin Herbert to do a lot, and he does a lot with his legs too. They're just so hard to defend because a lot of times last night the Raiders had them covered, and he extended plays by his legs, and then guys just got open. Like you play a quarterback like that, man. Like just tip your hat to him. Like it's so hard to beat them, and their defense is playing well too. He's got. I mean, they're definitely in that top four AFC realm right now, the Chargers, because of how he's playing. He's really just like Miles said, he's elevating like Quentin Johnston, and then obviously Ladd, and then Keenan Allen revived his career. Right, they signed him late in the training camp, like he wasn't even on a team. Um, so they look really good, and obviously they have one of the best football coaches of all time. I mean, top 20 coaches, college and pros,
Easily.
Harbaugh. Um, so yeah,
Let me say this, because y'all said like he's elevating Quentin Johnson. Well, I think it's the other way around. And it's crazy for it to hear that. Quentin Johnson actually catching his passes make Herbert looks a lot better. Like last year, Herbert made the same passes to Quentin Johnson, but we didn't have these same conversations about Herbert because he would drop the ball. So most of the conversation would be how trash Quentin Johnson is, and Quentin Johnson, a lot of those catches that he dropped was like momentum breaking catches or attempts. So, and I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I think they got the best receiving core. Like you put them out on the field because they don't have a true wide receiver one. Now that Quentin Johnson, if he could stay consistent, you know what Lad's going to bring you. You know what Keenan Allen's going to bring you. The wild card has always been Quentin Johnson. And if he continued to play like this, it's going to be hard to stop him because, and once again, Keenan Allen signing was important because you knew Lab McConkey without Keenan Allen. You knew that's who they're going to target. So it's hard to game plan against any of those guys because any of those guys, like, you don't know who's going to get the ball at any point in time.
Yeah, I don't think that's a hot take, bro. Because you just have with Ladd and Keenan, you just got guys that know how to get open, and they're not the fastest dudes either. Like we see Keenan run after the catch, he's not getting many yards, bro. But the fact that he can consistently get open, that's all you want if you're a quarterback, bro. Like, and so yeah, I don't think that's a hot take at all, man. You got two dudes that really know how they got a good feel of zone coverage. They can separate a man. So, uh, yeah, I'm right there with you. I won't say they're the best. They're up there though for sure.
It's
I'll,
going
There's
it's
I'll
going to
say
arguments.
this.
There's arguments to be made.
Yeah, I'll say this, man. On paper, you no, God, no, they're not the best duo. But like you said, production wise, they are given the best duo because,
No,
like you
no, I didn't
said,
say duo. I'm talking about three
Core,
receiver
Trio.
core.
all of
Yeah.
them.
Oh
Yeah,
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 no,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah, no, definitely, I agree with that. I think the scariest part about that team is the run. Like y'all said, the running game ain't even been they go to yet, and we all know Harbaugh like to run that ball. So once they can finally unlock that run game, like Omarion Hampton, Najee Harris, I think the sky's the limit for that team. They could really do some damage in the NFL. I mean, we seen them they getting by the Chiefs. They got by a good Raiders defense. So I mean, I don't know who they play next week, but
They play the
hey,
Broncos. It's going to get very interesting.
oh, they got the
That
gauntlet. Oh,
that's a good ass. That's gonna be a good ass game right there. But
And the
mind you, this is
Broncos
only
lost to the Colts, too. So
uh,
they
and it's
need a win.
crazy, bro. This is only year two of Harbaugh, bro. Like he's such like it hurt that we let him go because he knows how to build a fucking team. He's done it at every level, and so to only be at this point, already be at this point in year two, it's crazy. Like I can only imagine what it's finna be like 4 or 5 years from now if they stick with him and let him do what he wants. Because that was the problem with us. We didn't allow him to build the team he wanted. There was some rift there, which sucks. But yeah, man, year two of the Chargers, they're definitely getting past the first round. It's not going to be like last year, in my opinion. Don't know how far they'll get, but I'm not expecting a wild card or divisional round exit from them. Like I could definitely see them in the AFC game. Like it's loaded in the AFC now. So
Hey, you can't put anything past Greg Roman. But um, one final. Well, maybe it doesn't have to be final, but we cannot miss. We can't go out without saying the Cowboys versus the Giants, bro. Like
boy,
that game was crazy. Like first off, like just them going back and forth. You feel like the Giants are going to win it after that neighbors touchdown that won Miles the matchup, and we didn't even play the other seven guys yet. But um, he played me, by the way. I lost. I'm salty, but but I feel like that was the game. You got both sides of Russell Wilson. You got the MVP caliber Russell Wilson, and then you got the last 3 years of what the hell is going on with Russell Wilson. So
Yeah. No, for
yeah,
sure. I think the craziest part of that game to me was I think when after the Giants scored and then Dallas gets the ball, I think they have the ball. They're creeping up on his field goal range. I think they're running back. They still had like 9 seconds or 6 seconds left on the clock, and they ran it with Javante Williams, and he goes down like after 2 yards, and there's still like 5 more yards to get, and he goes down, and even the commentators were like what the they didn't say what the hell, but they're just like, man, I don't know. He still has some more yards to get. But the fact that they feel that fucking confident to just trot out Brandon Aubrey from 64 and he just banked like I don't think there's anybody that was watching that game outside of Giants fans that thought he was missing that. And maybe some Giants fans may tell you like, yeah, that we knew that was going in. Like you just knew he was making that kick, bro. And like to have that type of confidence in a dude that was playing MLS soccer like 3 years ago is crazy, bro. Like it makes me feel like dumb for my team that we drafted a kicker in the third round, and this dude was a freaking software engineer not too long ago, and they just called him up off the couch. So all around crazy game, man. But that kicker, bro, he deserved them their running back receiver money. I ain't gonna lie, the amount of games he about to start winning the Cowboys just off the strength of like we don't even have to get across the 50 no more.
Man,
Just get close to it, and we
they're gonna
good.
be
Like,
in pretty much every game they're gonna play this year. They'll be in it, and they're gonna have a
yeah.
chance to win it. Just like they did in Philly. Obviously, they won this week. Like just because of that weapon, you cross midfield, like you're guaranteed an attempt at points. You know, so that's a dangerous weapon.
Especially with the kickoff rules, like right, like now if you kick it out the end zone, you're getting the ball at the 35. But then if you kick it to them, they got one of the most dangerous return men in the game in Cavante Turpin. So
Turpin,
it's like
yeah.
a double edged sword. It's like what do I do, especially in a clutch drive situation? Like I don't want to put him at the 35, but I don't want him to return the ball. So it's like I don't know, bro. It's like one of the scariest special teams units that we've ever seen. Probably has the likings to be honestly. Since Devin Hester, maybe.
I wonder what what the Giants do moving forward because they played a great game. Like it's not like they played bad. When you have that defensive front like they had, all I seen was either it was Abdul getting back there, was it Brian Burns getting back there, or was it
Dexter
who they got Dexter
Lawrence,
Dexter Lawrence getting back there? Like they
Kayvon
was back there
Thibodeau.
all night. Yep,
Yeah.
Kayvon got him one. Like that D line was eating. I just feel like and you got Russell Wilson playing prime level, but up until that last throw of obviously the game or of that offensive drive they had in overtime. I just don't know what they do moving forward. Like, how do y'all get better? Y'all got peak performance out of them up until that last play. You even had Scatterboo looking good out there, like 11 rushes to get 45 yards in the tug. Like what do you do moving forward off that?
I mean, we said it. We said it in the division breakdown. Like they're not a bad team. Like their team is structured in a good way where they have weapons on offense. They have a capable QB, and their defense. Their D line's gonna do well. They're just not going to. They're not good enough to win games without playing for perfect. Like you, and once Russell threw it behind the line of scrimmage, I knew it was done for them. Like I didn't know what that was. So they're not a bad team. I said the same thing about the Browns, and I still believe it, even though they got blown out by Baltimore. Like Browns are going to win some games, and we're going to be like, okay, like they're not a bad team. So Judkins actually looked decent on a couple of runs. Obviously, it was his first like game or first contact and experience and like that. So I was just based off of that little sample size, I was impressed with what he can contribute, and it was against a team like the Baltimore Ravens. So we'll see how that run game evolves.
I just to last point for me off that. If you're the Giants, like if you're the coach, I wouldn't overreact to that loss. Like do nothing drastically different. Like just see if Russ can carry that momentum. If that's the rush you can get for the rest of the season, then or at least for at least a couple more games, I think y'all solid. But if not, if he just reverts back to old Russ, it might be time for old Dart to get back in or to get his shine. So see what it's like a week by week thing. I feel like for the Giants.
It's a great experience for Dart, though. I would say just to watch Russell Wilson playing games like this. Like, I think for him as a young quarterback, you gotta. Russ may do a lot of things we question, but one thing he ain't scared to do is throw that ball downfield. And I think if you're Jackson Dart, you're a young quarterback, you're a little hesitant, you don't want to make mistakes. You know, you think twice about things, and I think Russ is kind of showing him like, hey, bro, sometimes you just gotta let it fly. Might be good, might be bad, but hey, you never know what can happen. And when you got a guy like Malik Neighbors out there who could just go deep and snag that, I think it's a good learning process for him. So maybe they just play Russ till they can't no more, and who knows? Jackson Dart might come in ready to roll.
Well, with that being said, obviously it was a bunch of good football this weekend, but it was another event going on. Miles, you brought it up. It was Crawford versus Canelo. So Miles, I know you're more of the boxing fan than we are. Man, just give me your thoughts on that.
Ah man, it was man. Where do I even start with this one? First of all, I see someone in the comments mention Crawford Benavidez. Benavidez could get down to weight to actually fight Crawford, then we might have something special happening. But until then, man, we just gonna soak this win in. But it was great boxing, yeah, and it was great boxing. We on Saturday night we seen a game plan and be enacted and uh, work out in real time. Like I think we seen Bud. What we seen was Bud Crawford going there and literally say, Canelo, I'm not gonna let you just bully me the whole fight. I'm gonna actually like make you I make you stand in the middle of the ring and box me toe to toe, and I'm gonna whoop your ass. And and I mean, he kind of said it in the press conference, like he said, hey, you ain't never been whooped with the buckle of that belt. And I mean, Bud gave him that buckle, man. That buckle hit different. Y'all that had old school upbringings, y'all know it hit a little different. Even watching the highlights, like Canelo got hit with like a mean hook, and he kind of just looked at him like, "Damn, you hit me with that!" Like, what? Damn, you know what I mean? So, I think that game plan he had was perfect. It was a little bit out of Floyd's playbook, which we've seen before. Like, hey, Canelo's a pressure fighter. He likes getting in your face. He likes to make you uncomfortable. He likes to get you on the ropes, and that's how he ultimately controls the match. So when I say the game plan enacted, man, so he took that away from him, and didn't allow him to do that. So ultimately, it was a great fight, bro. I think real boxers around the world, we love to see that. Real boxing fans around the world love to see that, and we just hope that we could get more of that in the future. More guys not being scared to fight, and not being scared to put they belts on the title. Shout out to Canelo because he was a true champion, bowing out with grace, and then shout out to Bud for being a real champ for just kind of giving him his belts back and saying, hey man, even though I won, even though I whooped your ass, like it's still all love, it's still all respect. So
Don't take it personal.
yeah, don't take it personal, for real.
And correct me
Oh
if
my,
I'm wrong, but that's not what was it like 160, 165 weight range, but
$160.
That's not
No,
Crawford's original like what he usually fight at, right? He went up
mm-mm.
weight.
He went up like 3 weight classes. So I think Crawford fights at like
Damn.
150. He fights at like around 150, I want to say. So yeah, he moved up to take that fight. Canelo usually fights around that 160 range, like this Canelo. So yeah, so that's why a lot of people are giving him praise. Like this is why. Well, I guess that's why the fight really drew as much magnitude because basically that's like you stepping into uncharted territories, bro. Like and being able to step up and kind of carry that weight and not really feel like you get bullied around in that ring. That was dope to see. And with that win, I think Bud is now the first male boxer to become a three-division undisputed champion in the four-belt era. Which, like, just to break it down in like NFL terms and NBA terms, that's like someone winning the MVP on three different teams and being a Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, being Super Bowl MVP, Finals MVP. So that what Crawford did last night was literally boxing history. So he's up there in the rare goat conversation. for sure.
Um, Aaron, what's your thoughts on the fight, if you have
I
any?
thought no, I thought it was a hell of a fight, man, and just the magnitude around it. I think it was the most watched fight ever, around like 40 million views or something like that. But I think just my thoughts throughout the fight is you would have never thought Bud was the older fighter. But I believe he's 3 years older than Canelo, but he made Canelo look old and slow, which is crazy to me. Like Bud don't look like no 38-year-old moving around in that ring. And at some point, I think the announcers talked about it. He's playing with Canelo. That's how easy it was for him, dog. Like, but then again, if you look at Crawford's background, bro, like they talk about it all the time. His mama ain't never told him he loved him. She used to try to get all the kids on the block to beat his ass. Bro got shot in the head and drove himself to the hospital. Like this dude is the definition of trenches, got it out the mud types. Like you know what I'm saying. And so that's just one dude I'll never bet against. I don't bet at all when it comes to boxing because it's so rigged. But if I were, it'd never be against that dude. You know what I'm saying? After I seen him put that whooping on Earl Spence, I knew he was that nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like he always been that, but like I was rocking with Earl, and he made Earl look so bad. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he made it. He made me realize it's really levels to this, bro. But the one thing I wish that, and I don't even just go for for Terrence and Earl. Like I wish these fighters would fight earlier, dog. Like in their prime. Like and I know their prime is like around 28, 30 years old, but like I'm not with the shit talking over 5 years, 10 years, and then we fight as we're older. Like, get it out the way now, especially with the sport being the way it is. People say it's a dying sport right now, and they need something to revive it. Like, we got a lot of great young fighters that talk a lot of shit, but don't want to get into the ring right now, whether they're blaming it on contractual issues or whatever. So, that's my only like negative thing to say about boxing in general, bro, is bro, like get in the ring now. Like UFC does a great job. If you hot right now and this dude hot right now, oh Dana said y'all gonna have to settle that right now. Like there ain't no waiting. And so I wish they take a page out of the UFC book and get those dudes in the ring ASAP.
Yeah. A couple of things just about the fight. I was talking to Johnny offline. I know Johnny he didn't catch the fight, but I was explaining to him like, I feel like Canelo never really had the momentum. Like from round two, like you knew Crawford was going to win, and I hate for that to be the case because I know both of them have very great careers. Maybe Aaron, like you said, maybe both of them in their primes, it would have been a better fight. But I don't think it was one of the best fights I've seen. I feel like me and Raina was watching it together, and we was just like, "This is." I mean, it's cool to see them fighting. I don't really know much about it. I first heard the fight was going on last week on the pod. Like, I'm not in the boxing world, but from somebody that's not as tuned into boxing, it just felt like Crawford was going to win the whole time. So it would have been cool to see like a little bit more back and forth. Obviously, Canelo won some rounds. He had some very impressive punches and everything. And just like most boxing matches, sometimes it's just one sided. But when you just have the legacy of both boxers, it's just you just wish it would have been more competitive. So, but I would say this: I I hate when people like announcers say like, "Man, should he have put his legacy on the line just for this one fight?" Right? Like, why not? Like, and that's what I respect about Canelo. Like, it didn't seem like once again I don't really know the history of his other bouts or could have been fights, but he wasn't shying away from the action. Shoot, Crawford, who was 41-0, wasn't shying away from the action. Like you had two people that didn't really care about taking the L and tarnishing their legacy that it was going to stop them from fighting each other. And I think even things like that, the more you can get that into the boxing ring or the UFC ring, maybe it already happens. I don't know, but the announcers were saying that. I'm like, man, like I totally disagree. I love that they are putting everything on the line because first off, they just love the sport. They love what they're doing, and then that's just the case. And then so one last question: Max Kellerman was saying the whole time in between his pauses, like you are going to be the guy, the GOAT, that people in this era that's seeing you fight. Like, Miles, I'll ask you once again, just because you're more in tune with this than I am, and I'm assuming the rest of the guys. Like, yes, he may be in the tiers of the Ali, Tyson, Floyd, Mayweather, but do you see him in that tier? Is there an argument he's a better boxer than any of those three? What would you say?
That's a tough question. That's kind of like the similar to the LeBron Jordan question. I think it's really just your preference of fighter. Be honest, like I'm biased. I really think Floyd is pound for pound one of the best fighters we ever seen. Of course, we got our Muhammad Ali's, we got our Mike Tyson's, all the boxers that came before. But I will say, Bud Crawford is a name to be remembered in the boxing world. Like he's on that Mount Rushmore for sure. He deserves to be on there. I mean, we just don't see guys move up in weight. Like, I know it sounds simple, but like to move up in weight that much and be able to go 12 rounds, like if you ever like just did like a boxing class, being in a ring for like 45 seconds and just throwing punches alone is like tiring as hell. So like if these guys are fighting for like what 3 minutes a round and going all out trying to knock each other's heads off, and the fact he's moving up weight to do this, so you don't see that often, bro. So I won't say he's the goat, but I would definitely put him on the Mount Rushmore for sure.
And maybe I should have just compared it with Mayweather because I know you watched both of them fight. So,
Hmm.
um, appreciate it. Aaron, I don't know if you, Aaron or Johnny, I don't know if y'all had any opinion just with that subject.
No, but I do have another opinion. Um, I think it's absurd how that fight basically started at 1 a.m. on the East Coast. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, people wonder why boxing is dying. Like, that is part of it. Like, you can't expect people to be tuned in, excited when it's time to go to bed. I mean, like, let's be real about that. Like, the prime time main event fight should be starting at like 8 p.m. You know, get your undercard done at 4 p.m. Like, I'm talking Pacific time, not Eastern. Even that's still late on the East Coast, 8 p.m. Pacific. Like, it's ridiculous, man, and it's so late. Like, I've lived on the East Coast time zone. Anthony, you have. It's hard, man, to stay up. Like, you are genuinely interested and you want to see this, but you can't beat the damn clock, man. It's time to go to bed.
Facts,
So
facts.
yeah, it's hard.
Especially if we
I
want to
hate
go
how
to church in
boxing
the
does it.
morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I would agree with that because man, I ain't gonna fake it. We was watching it in the bed, and man, I was snoring in between in between rounds.
I got a question though, kind of going back. I know Miles, you mentioned Floyd Money Mayweather is the go to boxing, and no argument. What is he like, 51-0 or whatever? But do you think being the goat in boxing, do you think he's kind of ruined this generation of boxers in the sense of that everybody wants to be the GOAT. Like that's what they fight for. So nobody like knowing that they know that they have to keep that O next to their name, that 40-0, 30-0, and I think that has caused a lot of the ducking that we see now, with whether that be Tank versus Devin, Devin versus Shakur, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Like we have a good group of young boxers that refuse to fight each other, which is crazy to me because it's like all this shit talking that's going on right now, and it's just like there's only one way to settle this, and that's in the ring. But we talking about contract disputes, like who gives a fuck? Like I don't know. Do y'all think that's like he's kind of messed up this generation of boxing in that fact or in that sense?
Hey, the old head's gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna say personally, I'm gonna say no. I think we gotta think about it, bro. Boxers, unless you was like the top tier, top of the top, you was not getting paid like that. And I think now guys are asking like, hey, if you want me to fight this dude, put my reputation on the line. Like, hey, I'm gonna need the bread first, you know. And I mean, it makes sense because a lot of these, like, hey, you never know, one bad punch and you cook, you toast. It's kind of like a the similar deal is like players want NIL. Like, man, you gotta. I need my bread. I need that money because I don't know what can happen to me in this ring. I don't know can happen to me in this domain when I'm doing what y'all want me to go out there and do and expect. Because there's a lot of unexpected things that can happen. There's guys that die in the boxing ring. I think statistically, there's like a boxer that at least one or two boxers that die every year from just taking a bad hit, and it's unfortunate, but it does happen. So what Floyd kind of did was just come in and say, hey, I fought. So what a lot of people forget is Floyd was not scared. His name was Pretty Boy Floyd before he was Money May. And when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was not scared to fight dudes. The thing with him was he would get in the ring and come out clean as a whistle because he'd be beating up dudes the whole time. So like that Money Mayweather thing, once he transitioned to money, people started saying he was ducking this, that, and the third. And I think it was really solely because that what it was the Pacquiao fight that took years to make happen. Which, granted, we all wanted that earlier, and I'm one of those people as well. But I wouldn't say he messed up the sport. I think he just made it, more about the financials. He brought the financial aspect into it a little bit more.
See, because a casual like me, I think it's like no one wants to lose. They all want to be perfect, but it's just like some of the ghosts we talk about today. They have losses. Mike Tyson lost 7 times. I think Muhammad Ali lost 4 or 5 times, and they're still considered the best fighters of all time because they took those fights. You know what I'm saying? So if you're saying it's more of a financial thing, I can understand that. But me, I always thought it was just like I don't want to lose. I need to be as perfect as Floyd because he was the 50-0. Like he's the model that we're looking up to now. So I can see that side of it, honestly. So.
Well, I'll put it like this. Just one thing I'll say to that is these guys don't get that opportunity to fight if their records aren't perfect. So if you take a bad fight with a guy you take a bad risk, that can mess up your whole career just off one fight. So these guys and you're not going to get that payday. You're not going to make it out the trenches. You're going to be boxing at the local gym, still wondering why I never got my chance. A lot of these guys, it's really a big exposure thing. And, the more losses you have, the less attractive you are in this day and age, which is kind of unfortunate. But I will say, just asking for your money up front is, you gotta go after it.
I know you said if you take a bad risk, like it could affect your legacy, but I just like the competitor in sports. I feel like it's just changes the integrity and competitiveness in sports. Like, imagine if we never had a Joe Frazier versus Muhammad Ali because one of them was like, well, shoot, like I could take a risk taking a loss here, or like Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman, or Evander Holyfield versus Mike Tyson. Like just the marquee matchups that we grew up just hearing about, and like I just feel like it didn't really matter. You tried to see who was the best in boxing during that time. I was going to talk my talk, and I was going to punch you in the mouth. Like that's what, like Aaron said, I think that's what we're missing. I hate that quote unquote contract disputes and certain requirements have to be filled in before I fight this guy. Instead of, okay, put your money up, I'll put my money up. The venue, y'all need to put your money up. Like everybody put everything on the line to make this happen so we can make boxing like as great as the legends of boxing was before we were even born.
And my thing is, right, it like you said, it just feels like there's a whole lot of talk, no lot of action being backed up. And it's like, give you an example of like how I feel about it, bro. If you're Devin Haney, right, and you get your ass beat by Ryan Garcia and you went out the limb to say like he cheated or whatever, and it's been like I think he got caught and he did his time, right? Your next fight should be Ryan Garcia, bro. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be fighting nobody. Like, that's who you should be, like, I need him. Nobody else. I need Ryan back in the ring. And I feel like he ducking him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he fought somebody. They both fought other people. And I just feel like, bro, you got to run that back. Like, what are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just my thing. Like, bro, I feel like that if you want your money, that's where the money's at. Because everybody going to tune in and see if you're going to get your ass beat again or is you going to redeem yourself. Like, we don't care about no. I forgot who he fought. They both fought some whole other people, but it's just like run that back, bro. And like I think what Tank's doing it right now. Like you want to fight Jake Paul, run that shit back with the dude you tied with. What's his name, Roach? Run that shit back. Like what do we
want the money, bro?
I get that, but it's just like how can we take y'all serious if y'all not taking yourself serious right now, bro? Like,
Some
I
guys
just
don't really love boxing like that though, too. Some guys just was
and
just
that's
good at throwing
okay.
hands, and then that was they
That's
out.
that's
And that's
okay. Just like
few boxers.
when we start talking about who's the best and who's the GOAT, leave your name out of that conversation then. Like if that's the case, like that's cool. Like get your money with Jake Paul. I know that's a big name fight, but if you true to this sport and you like if you like Bud Crawford and you wanna put your name at the top of the list, bro, you gotta fight these motherfuckers, bro. Run this shit back. So that's just my whole opinion on boxing. And I think it's the fighters killing their own sport as well, bro. Because the money's there, to, like the attention, the eyes are there because they didn't talk all the shit all over the years, bro. Like Tank should have been fought Shakur. Like they should have been got that out the way. You keep talking about it, do something about it. So that's my thing with boxing, man. UFC, Dana would have been had them boys in the octagon. Like we ain't with all that talking. Let's get straight to it. Because
That's
Dana
why
got
you
his money to make too.
That's why you see Dana at the fight promoting it for Netflix. I think that's the direction they try to head into. And shout out to the whoever the investor was in
Boy,
Saudi Arabia, man, who
them
put
Saudis,
that
boy.
bread down. 'Cause that's gonna change. That's what it is, bro. It's gonna change boxing for real.
He
You got
made
the
sure he
promoter
was on
investment.
TV every time too, boy. Right front and center.
yeah.
I
he
respect it.
wasn't he wasn't playing.
Yeah. Speaking of Vegas, Saudi Arabia, any other places that people may be seeing as it don't
Of course, correct.
it don't correlate until it does. But what are some vacation destinations that you see for yourself, like a dream vacation destination? Johnny, I'll start with you. What is something that a place you wish to visit? What's on your bucket list?
Me and my girl always talk about Bora Bora, so that's really been on my mind. Seeing a bunch of TikToks on it. So I gotta say that, like renting one of them like huts that's on the water, like kind of like the resorts that's out there, clear water, man. Bora Bora.
Boy, boy. Nah, any place that got an island for real. I like islands, man. I've been to Hawaii, and we just last year we went to several islands, but my favorite one
Yeah.
was Turks, and boy, I had a time of my life there, bro. So anywhere with an island, like nowhere specific. If it has to be a place I've never been before, I don't know. I really want to go back to Hawaii. That's one of my favorite spots, vacation spots, man. It's like you could tell me the worst news possible, and it's just like I'll deal with that when I get back. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on the island, I'm chilling right now. That's just how it is for me. Like obviously, I hear the worst news. Situation, but that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on the island right now, feet in the sand. I could be in that water for hours. You know what I'm saying? That water out there in Hawaii is magical and spiritual. So let me get
Clear.
back there, man. Clear as day too.
That's tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, I wanna. That's tough, bro. Because Hawaii definitely on the bucket list. I would say like yeah, it's tough, man. I don't know, man. Like a Puerto Rico or something like that. I feel like you get a similar vibe. Like I think Turks is cool too. My girl and I was, but yeah, Puerto Rico. My girl and I was talking about going. She got some family that's from there too, so it would be a nice little getaway tropical spot where weather's
And you'll need
nice,
your
water's blue.
passport.
True,
Man,
it's
what's up, man?
American.
We got a carnival cruise or we got a cruise to get on, bro. That shit be lit, bro. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
know
Um,
We
those
need to
trips
stop
don't make it
capping.
out the group chat. Them
Oh
trips never
me.
make it out the
we've been planning a vacation together for a decade now. So
Boy, we still trying to we still trying to get that Tahoe trip, bro.
boy.
We've
But
been
I
playing
will
that
say
Tahoe.
this: when it make it out, but when it make it out, boy, that's gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
legendary.
boy, we've been planning that Tahoe trip since what our
Man,
junior year in high school. So we go. That's 11 years in the making, bro.
we definitely
They're
had no
there
money back then.
oh,
I don't know what where we were about to stay.
y'all about to be in a
we
motel.
we was gonna go. We was gonna go door to door to each B&B, see which one is open, bro. And we was just gonna thug it in there until somebody catches, bro.
Y'all about
Yeah,
to
nah.
share 2 beds with 5 people. But
Yeah, the
which
moment we get to a vacation, bro, it'll be lit. Just make it out the group, dog.
your boy business online. But I will say one thing. what what
Hey,
destination?
bro, come to work, bro. What you doing, bro?
I would say
Hey,
I would say one destination that I do want to visit one day, and it's not like a destination like the water or anything, but I do want to visit like Tokyo, just because like it's a different world. Like, and just a lot of I feel like it's a lot of cultural differences, just like a lot of other places. But I don't know, just something piques me about visiting Tokyo
way
and
more
just seeing what
advanced than
that's like.
us.
Yeah, seeing
Konnichiwa.
like the tech.
Bruh, I knew I was gonna say some shit, dude.
Let me
But
mute the
I
mic.
didn't
My
I
bad.
didn't even look at him this whole time. I knew he was about to say some shit.
that boy Scoob is tuned in. His son had a baseball game today. Hopefully they won. Shout out to y'all. But he said that trip was supposed to happen in 2014.
2014,
But
man. Here we are.
what once again, man, just going out to Tokyo, I just feel like it's just so different out there. That I just want to experience, just see what it's like before I am off this earth. Um, but
And what that mean, Miles? What konnichiwa mean? Nah, hey, you better get it right too, bro.
It means hello in Japanese, bro. Why y'all why y'all trying to do me like this, bro? Just me hello, bro.
Why
As
you
what?
why
look,
you
let me
gotta
make sure
say
I'm
that?
right before I say something.
How you spell it?
I'm typing it in now.
Oh, oh hell
Uh,
no.
you,
Do me
look. You are safe, boy. You are.
uh,
But um, another thing, I do want to visit the homeland as in Africa, one time as well. But yeah, I would say Tokyo, and I don't know which part of Africa, but Africa for
Nigeria, boy. We know the prince.
sure. This he said he called out. I'm weak. But yes, man, we appreciate y'all. Thank you for.
Hold
I
on,
love
man,
my
hold
job.
on.
It's another thing. I love my
Hold on.
job. So let's not do
Hold on,
anything.
man. Shout out to Lil Mello, man. Nephew had to sacrifice RBI, man. We bring in the
Let's
runs, you
go.
know what I'm saying? We contribute to wins out here. I don't know if y'all won, but we got to run on the board, so, man. Shout out to Lil Mello, man. But yeah,
Yes, sir.
we all love our jobs. So, yeah, let's keep it that way.
I was just trying to educate y'all on
You
Japanese
did. You did. You
language,
did.
bro.
What
I didn't
up?
know
What
there was a barrier there.
What other words you know?
what else should I say? What else you know, bro? Give me a sentence.
Domo arigato.
What the
What?
Hey, on that note, bro,
What that mean?
on another episode of Fuck Coffee.
Hey
Oh
man,
no,
make sure y'all hit that subscribe
we
button,
done
like it
before
up,
we even get
dog.
started.
As Scoob would say, man, hit the fucking button, man. We out of here, man.